Okay, quick little vid on this LED driver and downlight LED combination sold on eBay. There'll be the links below where I got it from. Thought I'll just have a quick look. 240 side. It gives you the size of it, looking at my fingers there. Have a look at the quick 240 side of it. Just to see which one was active, which one was neutral. Didn't want to throw a meter on it to check it out. Let's just open it. Okay, so I'll open her up and we'll go from there. Okay, there she is again, in case you didn't quite read it before, boys. Okay, so output 3 by 3 watts, so obviously they're 3 watt LEDs. So let's have a quick look. Be straight back. Okay, so the back's off it. Somewhere on here it's going to say, I would say on the back of the... Going to focus. Oh, that's better than using my glasses. I can see it says load here on this side and neutral this side. Alright, well I'm going to put a bit of heat shrink on that because that's pretty fat language. Bleep. I'm going to put a bit of heat shrink on that because that's pretty shitty. Isn't it, everybody? Let's have a look over the other side now. And there's a low volt side out. Okay, so turn her over. Big cap there. And wound tranny. Yeah, look at that. Dun, 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 Stone Age. But let's see if it works. We'll do a little bit of heat shrink, I think, on this though to make it all a little bit more how's your father, because it is in Australia. And what does it say on the top of here? Right. It doesn't say CE anywhere on that, but it did say CE on the box. Here's one of the boxes. Just so happen to have a box. So let's have a look. Okay, so they're telling us the contents of this is certified for any of the standards which are up to us. Alright, I believe. Please correct if I'm wrong. I don't think that's our standards. I'll have a look into it because it wasn't fixed into anything. It's poorly marked. You know, it is marked, but it's poorly marked. Surely our standards indicate different phase colouring on cable. But anyway, we'll see. Okay. Okay, quick little fix. Unfortunately, don't have black at the moment. Right. I'm not advocating that anyone who isn't an electrician in my country of Australia isn't supposed to do an operation like this. But I advocate safety over regulations. If you happen to have one and you were going to implement it, I would rather that you tried to implement it as safely as you possibly could. Okay, so didn't want to go into anything over this of what I think personally. Switched on and it worked, right? So I'm going to give it a run for a while, see how the life of it goes, see how hot this gets. But I'm going to throw a little bit of coloured heat shrink over this because I'm an old man and I'll forget once I've hung heat shrink over it, which is phase and which is actually ground neutral. Alright, so I'm going to throw them on to give me the indication, and I'm going to cover the whole lot in this. And the reason I'm doing that is because there's no support given, straight off the soldered ends. Right, straight off the soldered ends into the field. Like, and that's not good enough. It's just not good enough, guys. So anyway, I'm going to throw a bit of heat shrink on it, and then I'm going to throw it into the field. I'm going to put the whole lot, once done, into an electrician-sized junction box. connected with some connectors on it. Alright. Okay, I've just put a little bit of heat shrink on it. Okay, so I always did what I say to people not to do. And I use my cigarette lighter. But anyway, now it looks like a little miniature ESC, doesn't it? For RC stuff. But at least now we have our 240 going in. We know what it is. We have our 12 volt coming out. We know what it is. We're a little bit more supported around where it's soldered now. So they're a little bit more trapped. We're going to stick it back inside its box. I trimmed it so it should still just fit. And we'll bend it in there and get it in there. Okay. And then I recommend that when the electrician connects this for you, that he puts the entire unit here inside one of his standard boxes, which that would easily go in, including his cables terminated here with some connectors, electrical connectors. Okay, there you go. Quick little tutorial on getting these. Now, guys, they are cheap. They're cheap. Go looking yourself. Go looking for this sort of thing here. Okay, here it is. And I wish I could pay GST to our country for these sort of products coming in, because I'd like to do my bit that way, you know, but we don't, we can't at the moment. It doesn't work that way at the moment. I ordered 2 of these. They come into the country, no questions asked, beautifully, not really presented, marked as that they should be, little things like that, you know. But anyway, fixed it up. Let's stick it in the house, run it for a while. Okay, there we go. Lead Drivers 101. See you later.